What's happening, beautiful people? My name is Dirty Mike, and welcome to another team review. And if you're new to the series, then it's all about giving you the ins, the outs, and breaking down some of the top squads in FIFA 14. And in today's EP, we've got the upgraded German side, Dortmund, and they deserve it. Top tier squad, and from top to bottom, these guys on paper look incredible. But before we go into more depth, if you guys need any Ultimate Team coins, check out FIFACoinstoday.com. The links will be in the description. And make sure you use the code MICHS09, M-I-C-H-S-09. Get yourself an additional 10% off the entire purchase. We got legend cards. We've got packs to open. Come on, guys, get involved. But enough about all that. Let's talk about Dortmund. And I'm definitely going to be playing a little bit different with them. A little more aggressive. We got the 4-3-3, the attacking setup. I love this formation. And in terms of custom tactics, I want quick passing, quick build-up. I want to counter. I think they have the correct personnel to make it happen. And on the defensive end, I trust them. I think positioning and being organized is something that Dortmund's defensive back four really understands. And I'm definitely pressuring a little bit higher up the pitch than normal. And you can still count on them to recover. Thank God you can count on them to recover and just be in the places that you expect them to be. And that's so important. But let's talk about the defense. So we got Weidenfeller in net. And he's one of those keepers that's never going to lose a game for you. And that's all you can ask for sometimes. You don't want to give up those aids. I hate when keepers make mistakes that cost you matches. That's one of the most frustrating things. And Weidenfeller is not going to be an issue. Then you got the best, and I mean the best, right back in the game. Peace check, hands down. Next to him, we got Hummels and Socrates, good partnership there. And then Smelzer on the left. And what makes their defense so good with Dortmund, outside of them almost getting along, it looks like they're friends. They play off each other really well, but they all have good size, speed, and just an overall high IQ for footy. They seem to know how to support each other properly, and they're not out of position. I hate that I've noticed this year a lot of really good players, such as Thiago Silva, or I've had a little bit of trouble with even Ramos this year. They're not in the right place at the right time constantly. Sometimes they're there, but not as much as I would have liked. But enough about those guys. At the center mid spot, we got Kuba, we got Gundogan, and both of them are great. And I've always been a huge co-signer, a big component of saying try to get the best 11 players you have on the squad in your starting 11 if you can get a natural flow. And that's why I've got Kuba at the center mid position. I know that's not his natural place, but it works out. Then we got Mkhitaryan as a center attacking mid. Great little player here. And then you got Aubameyang, Royce, and Lewandowski at the top leading that front three. Outstanding counterattacks. And then the second formation, 4-1-2-1-2. Which is a lot of people's bread and butter formation this year. I think that it is giving you a little bit of everything. You got the defense, you got the midfield, you got the wings, you got the strikers, and that's why it's so commonly used. And not that much is going to change. We're going to do Royce and Lewandowski up front. New partnership there instead of having the couple wingers and Lewandowski at that mainstream striker slot. And then we got Mkhitaryan still at that center attacking midfielder. And I like Kuba as a right mid and Aubameyang as a left mid. I've never had very much of an issue cutting inside with Aubameyang, whereas Kuba, I would say that it's been a little bit more difficult for me. And that's why I have him as a left mid so he can cut inside and shoot on his right foot. But that's kind of one of those situations where it's to his their own or to his her own, whatever the saying says, where wherever you feel comfortable is what you should do. We're not changing anything on the defense. We got Gundogan as a center defensive midfielder. And I scored 32 goals while only conceding 4. And to be completely honest and not to take anything away from my oppositions, but I coasted. I really coasted with Dortmund. I don't even think I had a close game. I felt confident almost in every single match, jumped out to early leads, and was able to kind of ease and breeze by opponents from that point on. And it starts with Lewandowski, though. I mean, this guy scores everything. There is not a striker better than the Bundesliga. At least you can't convince me that there's a striker better than Lewandowski in the Bundesliga. I mean, I scored 15 goals out of the 32 with him. Royce added another 6. I mean, that's a lot of goal production. And Aubameyang was on point as well. I think he had 5 or 6 to accompany those two. And that's just so many goals. Remember, I'm only playing 8 games here. I'm averaging like 4-ish a match. And it's going to be very hard for me to lose matches if I'm able to put up goals like that. And I think anyone who's using Dortmund, you should be able to score on a regular basis. And as I was stating earlier, in terms of organization and knowing where each other are on the pitch, they kind of have that Juventus feel just with a lot more pace up front. And that is a blessing. Just a blessing. So if you guys enjoyed the review, make sure to drop a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Twitter at MICHS09USA, and I'll have a lot more content come for you ASAP.